talk about it later.
Promise?
Yeah, it's dangerous here. You should go home.
Yodi, are you a
See you
handsome
later.
man? And we're back. See, Yoda? The problem is that OBS sometimes has little boo-boos. You're a beautiful man, and very, very, very cute on the eyes. Look at this belly. Got a lot of time to spare. Oh, give me that face.
Excuse me.
Hey, what can I do for you?
How's business?
Well, I don't get as many customers as I'd been expecting, you know. I got my own place all right, but the restaurant business isn't easy.
You got it.
Hang in there.
I'm looking for a guy named Charlie. Brown hair, black eyes, tattoo. I'm looking for a guy named Charlie. Black hair, brown eyes, tattoo. I'm looking for a guy named Charlie. I'm looking for a guy named Charlie. I'm looking for a guy named Charlie. Tush tush, tush tush, tush tush, tush tush. Love you, Yoda. Look at them feet. Okay, so if I was a person that needed to do a thing, oh, come here. I want your face. Got your foot. Excuse me, sir. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, excuse me.
Can I have this?
Yes. Thank you very much. This is the Scroll of Secrets. My grandfather said read this in practice, and you'll become stronger.
It appears that Lan Li tried to make use of both mirrors.
Looks like a leg move.
Hey, little Rio. So I'm gonna go back to the crib. Kasade Hazuki. I'm gonna get that other scroll so we can be ready to make it happen, Captain. Let's see if he'll teach me the move. Hello? Oh, it's you, Rio. Wait, if he's at the park, maybe he'll show me the move. Ladies?
Yamagishi-san.
Oh, it's you, Ryo. No, you don't have to say.
Huh?
It's all about Ine-san, right?
No.
Perhaps I overdid it when we spoke. I didn't mean to upset her. Please relay my apologies to her.
Yes. Yamagishi-san? I didn't quite understand what you were talking about.
So she hasn't spoken to you?
No.
I don't know if I should say, as it concerns you, but I spoke my mind to her.
Huh?
About her worrying so much about you.
Wait,
I
hold on.
told her she
Wait.
shouldn't treat you
The
like a
unfortunate
kid
thing about doing speed
anymore.
runs is I don't know how to
After
use any of
all,
the scroll
you're an
moves.
adult now.
Yeah, that's a
right?
thing. Trust me, I don't know how to use most of them either. And I don't speedrun this game like you. I was hoping that was the moment. And welcome back in, Sai. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the house. My man lives in his own town. For real, that's what it really sounded like. He's trying to get at that Ine-san Bank of Hazuki. Oh, it's you, Rio. I didn't think you'd be home. Is Ine-san available? Yamaguchi-san, what are you doing here? I came to talk about your father. Why do you have roses? I came to talk about your father. Again, answer the question. You're not gonna try to get into Ine-san's bathing suit bits, are you? No, Rio. Let me show you this move. I'm my own best friend. Oh, welcome down, Ladybug.
I will get them, Father.
Come on! Come on! I love it, Ine-san. I'm fine. Oh, it's you, Rio. So, Sai, I figured out how I'm gonna play Shenmue and still hear Corey's voice. Come here, Yoda Wits. Come here. Come to me. Oh, come here. I want your face. I want your face in my face. Give me that paw. 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 Where you going? What you doing? What you doing? Why are you so fancy? Why are you so fancy? Where you going? Oh God, you're gonna face plant. Come here. Turn around. I don't need you face planting. Come here. Come here, puppy. Yoda, come here. Oh God, we're not in a good position here. This is not good. If I move, he's gonna go downward facing dog. Come here, Yoda. Yoda, come here. Okay. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. Here. I got him. We're safe. We're safe. Oh, easy, boy. Easy. I was helping you. Guys, you know how dangerous that was just now? My core strength? Oh, it's you, yo. No, you can't have. This is my food. Oh, it's you, yo. I live my life a quarter mile at a time. So yeah, so I figured out what I'm gonna do, Sai. I am gonna play. No. You can't have nuts. I'm gonna play Shenmue 2 on Xbox One.
Judging from the pictures, it's a hand move.
Oh no.
Dear Ryo, those who follow the path of a warrior must be ready to die in order to stand by their convictions, live for one's convictions, die for one's convictions. That is how I lived my life. Ryo, it is up to you to discover your path and follow it through. Dear Ryo, those who follow the path of a warrior must be ready to die in order to stand by their convictions, live for one's convictions, die for one's convictions. That is how I lived my life. Ryo, it is up to you to discover your path and follow it through.
My God. My father.
Huh. What's this key for? A key? But to what? This may come in handy.
Oh my God, this game is so perfect. Live for one's convictions. Die for one's convictions. Heaven, dragon, earth, comrade.
Ah, milk. This could be food for that kitten. I suppose maybe the kitten would drink it? I should go to the shrine.
Infinite backpack. Stay back, Real. Live for one's convictions.
Here, drink up. It's good. You don't have to gulp it down.
Live for one's convictions. Wait, what time is it?
Fuxan,
Yeah,
about the men in black suits.
Ryo-san, I've been hearing a lot of rumors about you.
Rumors?
That you've joined some gang and are getting into fights.
Don't worry about it.
What do you mean?
Let them say whatever they want to say.
But Ine-san is worried too.
You don't need to worry about me.
Okay, so we need to talk about... I've always wondered why you... Okay, so obviously using this Virtua Fighter poster, you know, that's one of the first promotional posters. But what's crazy is... Hold on. Oh, that's cool. Wait, can I turn that back on? Oh, my bad. Keep your mind as clean as a polished mirror. Oh my god, I love the foreshadowing in this game. Oh, hello, Adrian.
Fuxan, about those men in black suits, if you come up with anything, let me know.
Of course I will.
Here we go. Watch me work. Okay. So, as I was saying before I turned off the lights accidentally. Oh, man. I'm like literally explaining the Virtua Fighter posters in Fuxan's room, and I look over, I'm like, oh my god, I have a missed call.
Yeah.
So,
not having any luck, huh?
no, I don't, like, after I talked with you on the phone, I went and started and got 400 in darts, but I didn't get to hear this is the last dart, so that kind of got annoying. Because, actually, I might switch my favorite line of yours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard one today where he goes, where you said, it's right after you interrogate Charlie, and he goes, I'll meet you at the arcade, and you go, you know what happens if you don't show up. This the way you said that line is...
Uh-huh.
It's very threatening, but it's in a way where if the cops like were to like, you know, get involved, they couldn't really say much to you. So yeah, so I'm in Fuxan's room, you know, just chatting with him in here, and he just I don't think I've ever done this part. He basically said that I'm part of a gang now, so I didn't know you were in a gang. That's interesting. But I find something interesting in here. And first off, thank you earlier for the call. It was very important that I got to talk to my brother. Yeah, you know, everything's been going, you know, everything's been, you know, getting kind of crazy with the health. So, you know, Shenmue and, you know, getting to talk to you for an hour is important. But yeah, I'm in Fuxan's room, and these posters are interesting. Obviously, the one on the left, which is the standard Virtua Fighter poster, you probably even saw it when you were in Japan, because Virtua Fighter 1 was still big there when you were recording. But what's interesting is this pie poster. This pie poster is a random snippet from Fighters Megamix, but it's the opening cinema. Sorry, it's not from Fighters Megamix. It's from Virtua Fighter 3 Endings in '96. And it's when Lau is teaching her his variation of the martial art, and he adjusts her arm, and it's the zoom in on her face as her dad is teaching her. And what's interesting about that is that Iwa and Lau, so your dad and Pai's dad, are totally different. They're the opposites of each other. Lau loved his wife, but like neglected her, and she ended up dying when he was trying to open up his restaurant, and kind of used Pai as a way to keep his bloodline martial arts alive. So at the age of 18, Pai basically just left and went to Hong Kong and became an action star. So this picture is interesting because it is a direct contradiction of the relationship between Ryo Uzuki and Iwa. And what's funny is that they would pick this exact picture because this is when he like it zooms in on her face as he's adjusting her arm, and then he smiles, and then the next frame is him. It zooms in on his face as he's smiling, and then the next image is her punching the photo of him, like after her mom died. So it's very That's what I love about Shenmue. In general, is like these little things that I notice.
Right, but this is a time traveling poster, is that right?
Yes, it is 100% a time traveling poster. You are in 1986 right now. This poster is 10 years old, is 10 years in the future, along with the Sega Saturn. But remember, the Sega Saturn does make perfect sense because this was initially going to come out on the Saturn. But I think that it's interesting that there is that relationship between the exact opposite between you and your dad versus Pi and her dad in that realm of Sega storylines of that lore. So it is kind of interesting that they would bring that in. The closest person you have to your storyline in Sega is actually Kage. Kage's dad died, and then his dad is killed, and then his mom is assassinated when she's the head of the clan. So he gets scarred during all of that, literally, emotionally, and physically. And then you find out that his mom didn't die. She was kidnapped by J6 and turned into Doral. So he has the closest storyline to being an orphan like your character, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing now is I'm getting ready to go to sleep, and then I'm gonna use the luck of the Corey Marshall to see if we can win this dang boombox.
All right. Well, are you just gonna rely on luck, or are you gonna use the force?
I'm gonna use good old that my best friend / brother is in the game, and he's on the phone, and I'm hoping that the Sega gods just accept that. Because I am down to, I just bought a scroll.
Father,
So I'm down to 2,400 yen.
Oh my God.
I bought a
Oh my
scroll.
God. Don't tell me, son.
I mean, was it
Let's
ever
spar for a bit,
explained
huh?
to you?
It's been a
like,
while.
did Yu Suzuki
All
ever
right.
explain like the Hazuki wealth? Did they ever go into like
Let's
detail
give it all we got, eh?
how wealthy?
No, but it's implied. I mean, he lives on the top of the hill. He's got a huge house. He's got a dojo attached to it. I mean, that's highly unusual for a Japanese family.
You know what also is crazy that you just said that? That we were talking about the hill. It's almost like he's in his own town.
That's the Fukusan I know.
Yeah, I mean, so are we designing this to have
How about this?
different sections of the game? Yeah, of course. I mean, that's something that we haven't designed into the game. But however, as far as artistically is concerned, yeah, it feels
How's that?
like you're a part of a community, but you're up above it, right? Like you're looking down, like maybe feeling like a bit of a protector.
That was a good one.
A protector over the community, you know what I mean? So
It's been a while since
when
we
he's
practiced
lost,
together.
it's kind of like they've lost a great.
I feel much better now.
Wow, I never thought of it like that. That
And
he
you
is
found
literally
something?
looking over the
I've got a
town.
lead on the Chinese cartel.
Yeah,
They're the same
he's,
ones
he's in a
who
position
killed Hazuki-sensei?
of protecting the town.
I don't know
because
yet.
He's like, he's obviously
Not
one of the
thinking of
great
going
martial
after them
arts masters
alone,
of
are
the
you? You
area.
go up against those
He's
killers?
got that position,
It's my
on top
only
of the hill.
option.
I know how you feel, but
I never thought
it's
of that.
too dangerous. Even
I wonder
Sensei
if,
couldn't.
if it's
I've made
ever
up my
implied
mind.
that he took on other students.
What if something happens
If
to
he,
you?
besides
I feel
Fukusan,
responsible.
because you never really hear about any
Don't
other
worry about
students.
me.
Maybe he was just very selective on who he was gonna teach the
Milo-san,
Hazuki
Is that
style
why you started
to.
training?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
As
I'm
far as
begging
I
you,
know,
please
we
take it
don't
over.
have, many answers
My
to
mind
that.
is made
It
up.
is a large
I
studio,
must go.
so there could be a different you know, could be all kinds of things. Maybe he was going to teach him. Maybe
Son.
maybe he changed his mind
Ines,
because of what happened in
you
the past.
overheard?
You know, that he was going to teach him. If he was going to teach a lot of
Please
students,
don't
or just
pursue
like you
this,
said, a select
Ryo-san.
a few.
I have to.
And
Please
it's a
step
large enough
aside.
dojo to have
Multiple.
classes running. And
Yeah.
I'm begging
Yeah.
you.
So
Respect
we assume that
Hazuki-sensei's
Ryo
rule
has
and
been
look
trained
after the
since he
dojo.
was probably like 2 or
I
3.
can't believe my father killed
So
someone.
he's already gotten, you know,
Son.
probably 16 years of martial arts under his
Please
belt.
wait. There's something
Sure,
I must
well, you
give
know,
to you.
the teaching also begins mentally, you know, as soon as possible, right?
Yeah, I just wish we knew about the mom, you know, your mom in this. I think that would be, I would love if they gave some sort of inkling to what happened. Was it childbirth? Was it
A letter
at a very young
to my
age?
This
Yeah.
came right
Well, you
after
know what's interesting
Hazuki-sensei
about
passed
leaving it
away.
open-ended like that is that we do have
I had
the
a bad
opportunity
feeling
to
about
speculate
it, so I felt I
and
should
maybe even put
keep
in
it
something
hidden
that
until today.
we like as
letter
a
from
story. You
China.
know what I mean? Like you said,
But why?
maybe some people would think like, oh, maybe,
Because I
oh, maybe
didn't
she
want you to
died
do
at
anything
childbirth,
foolish
or
and risk
oh,
your
maybe
life.
something happened in their past, and maybe she was
And
taken
because
from him,
I don't
and
want you
it's
to
something that
upset the
he's never
spirit of your
revealed.
father.
You know, to
Please, make a promise to me.
to Hazuki about, you know what I
Yes,
mean? Like or
Yeah, no, I
Or
see what
maybe
you're
you
saying.
I need you to
And
promise
or maybe
me.
she was a martial artist herself, or you know what I mean? Like, I think
I promise.
pardon me, as a
you,
storyteller, sometimes you
Ryo-san.
leave things open-ended like that. That leaves speculation for us as an audience to wonder and to add our own story to it. Something that we think is cool, or something that we think that's something for our imaginations to go.
see, I
You
love
know?
that. Yeah, I love that you. Yeah, see right there, that type of stuff. I mean, obviously, we know that Ine-san is not related to you or the family, but like, obviously, Iwatch entrusted her with your well-being.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing. It's like, who is she? Where does she come from? Has her and her family been connected to the family, or is there some other connection, some other way? You know? What
Yeah.
else?
God, see, like, yeah, like again, today was a very stressful day, and you know, getting to talk
Ine-san
to
is
you
always
and
there
then
for me.
play my favorite video game. Isn't that crazy? Do you ever just like think about that what you did for the world? And I know you're a very humble guy, but do you ever like think about what you brought into this world with voicing this character? Is that ever like, or is it, you know, you were just a young guy, you know, in his 20s who ended up with like this, you know, life-changing role, and you were just so appreciative of it? Or
What were you
did
talking
it
about with
hit you
Ine-san?
after the fact, like years
Well-
later, or when you were recording
Is that a
and
letter?
seeing the game, like when they gave you a
Chinese?
Dreamcast to take home to your hotel?
Is it
Did
from
anything
the man who murdered
click?
Sensei?
You
I don't know.
Well,
Damn it!
you know, as an artist,
If
I
only we
think
knew
you always,
someone who reads
you always
Chinese.
want to do something good. You know what I mean? Like you always want to do, because a lot of artists do things that they like to do, which is great. But you always want to do something that you like, that other people appreciate as well. You know what I mean? And that's like the sweet spot. You know what I mean? Where as an artist, you get to really live your creative dream, where it's something that you truly love, appreciate, and are passionate about, that also gets people excited about the project as well. I think that's the sweet spot that everybody, you know, enjoys. A lot of actors, they'll do huge movies, you know, like Marvel movies and stuff like that. They're like, yeah, I had a lot of fun, but I really want to do, you know, like some real acting, and I want to do a real interesting film or art noir film, or I want to do, I want to really show off my acting skills. And you'll see a lot of these huge actors take low budget movies that are really, really good, you know, really interesting movies, or really shows off their acting ability or something like that. They don't have to do that, but they want to do that because they love what they do. They love their craft. They love, you know, they
What's
love
wrong?
acting, right?
A man with
So,
sunglasses took my
I
soccer ball.
have the opportunity to be able to be a part of something like Shenmue
What?
that is.
Where is he?
Again, something that I'm really passionate about, which is video games, voice acting, all that kind of stuff, but also a highly artistic project and innovative that also got a lot of a lot of people really passionate.
I knew you couldn't resist,
about
boy.
What?
the project itself.
Remember the tattoo parlor?
So-
Payback time.
I love that answer.
Here, catch.
So, did you
Go
know
home.
what, like,
What?
like when you started playing the game and they had you take home a Dreamcast, did you know that this was something different? Because I know that they kept you in the dark about a lot of stuff, especially during like the interview process, and then having it, having like, you didn't think you got it. I remember I commit a lot of your stories to memory because I just the way you explain them. It's how like they had you come in once and then they had you come in again and then you had to wait.
That's enough.
And when you got to Japan, like, and they gave you a copy of the game to take home and play, and you started playing it, like, were you like, oh my god, this is gonna change things? Did you know at that point, you being a gamer your whole life, that this was like kind of like one of those Final Fantasy moments where you knew that this was gonna change how we look at the gaming?
You.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, when I
Hey,
got
are
it,
you
took it home,
Chinese?
started playing it, I was like, oh my god, this is the
My name's
type of game
Xiaogong.
that you've always wanted to play,
What's
where you
your
can
name?
go
Rio.
anywhere,
Ryo
ask
Hazuki.
anybody, questions,
Rio.
and they answer you back
Hazuki.
with voiceover, of course, you know what I mean? And not just first of all, not text, right? not a repeated answer over and over again, It was, you could go to visit people, you could go to their shops at certain hours, talk to people, and you go one way one day, it gives you a different story, and then you went a different way, on that same day, right? So yeah, when I was playing it, I thought, oh man, this is the game that I've always wanted, you know what I mean? Like it really is the beginnings of open world. Open world was very, very, very new at that time.
I don't think I've ever seen an open world game until I got Shenmue. I mean, I'm sure there were some, but remember, we've talked about this, and I've started branching out. Like, I started playing more Nintendo stuff. I actually bought Super Mario RPG on the Switch. I ended up getting Mario Wonder. But I was so, into Sega stuff that I always thought forever that the love letter to Sega fans was Fighters Megamix. And I actually think that the love letter to Sega, the Sega
Next
fans, was
time,
actually
okay?
Shenmue.
I'm kind of busy
Because
now. By
look
the
at
way,
the
Gohan,
storyline, look at the
you're
culmination
Chinese,
of
aren't you?
everything in this game that you're
I'm
a
looking
part
for
of,
somebody
right?
who can read a letter
Now,
written in
they added in
Chinese.
all the Sega stuff.
grandmother
They
can.
really
Your
engulf you
grandmother?
and immerse you
About your
into a
grandmother?
world where
name
this
is
kid that
Shasholi.
you play
She's real
is
nice.
living in a world where Sega
is she?
actually
At
exists.
the shop.
Shop? Which shop?
Yeah.
She
That to
sells
me is
dishes
more of
and
a love
stuff.
letter than
It's
Fighters
called
Megamix.
Rosia.
You mean
takes-
Rosia China shop,
It
right?
takes this one guy who's
It says
was with Sega since
Rosia
the
in
80s,
big letters next to the door.
created this
I'll go see her.
storyline,
Thanks.
and then put this kid into a world where Sega is a thing.
Yeah.
Like that to me is just something. And like I've said, I had your voice, and honestly, when I was laying in bed in crippling pain from that surgery, what was going through my head where I would go through the streets is I would just go through the streets and I would talk with people. And that opening scene, I remember they had just removed, I got the game, and they used to have a nurse come over after my back surgery, so they had to always keep switching the spinal tubes out of my back to drain the excess spinal fluid, and it was excruciating. Like, none of the painkillers worked. And I remember they came over to swap them out, and my dad had picked up my copy of Shenmue. And we booted up the Dreamcast. They moved the TV as close as they could to the bed. So I remember I had like this you remember the TVs when we were younger? They were gigantic. So I had like this 27-inch CRT, and my buddy Matt came over and they moved the TV to the side of my bed, and then I had a bunch of like pillows under me because I had a huge scar I had a huge stitches down my back. So they adjusted it where I could play and take some of the pressure off my back. And I remember they booted it up, and I start watching the cinema, and I'm like just writhing in pain, and then for like a few moments things started to just slow down. And what it was hearing you watch your father die. And then I thought to myself, I'm like, holy shit, this kid who is only 2 years, actually 1 year younger than me, is going through such a bad time, and he is surviving it. So if he can do it, I can do it. And yes, is it a video game? Sure. But this exact situation could happen in real life. That's what I think kind of always made me realize that this is not about magic. You know, it has obviously some mysticism in it, but this storyline could happen. This is a real thing that could happen. And hearing you know, lose your father and then investigate everything, and like everybody being, you know, so apologetic to you, and you never let it phase you. And I think that's what got me. And that's why it's always been my favorite game, because it kind of transcended, you know, video game for me. I was looking at a very painful part in my life, and you were there.
Yeah. Again, we're talking about good storytelling here, right? So if Yu Suzuki is able to take this story and bring people into that world in such an engaging way, where, you know, the thing is that, you know, and actually this is going to answer your previous question a little bit further. You were talking about, you know, talking about me being in the game. Did I know about it, or did I know the effect that it would have on people? So to answer that question a little bit further, when I hear stories like that, like stories that you're telling me about, you know,
excuse me, are you Xiaosun?
Your experience playing the game.
That's right.
People have shared their own experiences, whether they've been coming from a really bad, you know, place physically or mentally. You know, people have had,
my grandson,
you know, really hard times.
And told me. Thank you very much.
About, you know, their mental health and stuff like that, right? But Shenmue was a game that was able to help them through their pains as well.
He was so excited when he told me.
When you tell me that story,
he now aspires to grow strong and brave, just like you.
A story that people have told me.
It was nothing really.
Where Shenmue has helped them get through
so what brings you here?
They
Well,
have been
I have a letter I'd like you to
time.
translate.
So, you know, I had the opportunity to be a part of this really great project, but
Reversed.
I think the most
satisfying, but they aren't just reversed left to right.
And the best thing
they're written in a special
from
style.
being within the
Could you read it
project
for me?
is hearing stories like that, stories of people
of course.
overcoming their
Beware of those who pursue the mirror. If you ever need help, seek the aid of Master Chen. Zhu Yuanda.
They left their life, their reality for
Zhu Yongda.
put themselves into
Master Chen?
And it's really, you know, it's really,
Oh, there's something written on the back too.
lives, you know, bringing them out of
Tian
these places
Jifu,
and able to
Jiao Tao Long,
become, you know,
Ji
better,
Jimu,
stronger people.
Huo Da Yo.
And because of this game, and you know, the thing is that good art
What
should
does
do
it
that,
mean?
and it doesn't matter whether it's a
Father's
masterpiece,
Heaven,
oil
9
painting,
Dragons,
or if it's a
Mother's
video game,
Earth,
or if it's a movie,
Comrades.
or if it's a book. You know, good books
I'm
do this to
sorry,
people
it
all the
doesn't
time. Where
make
they'll
sense.
read a book and they'll be like, "Oh my God, it
I
changed my
understand.
life." You know what I mean?
But
I'm
I
a
think
different person
this
now because I
part may
read this
be a
book.
phone number.
And
These
Shenmue
ancient
is one of those
characters are
games that
numbers.
has really
phone number?
transformed people.
Yes,
into a better place, into a better person,
5647.
because they were able to have these experiences.
0468
And you know what's crazy is
6156
I never thought in a
47,
million years that I'd end up,
I've got it.
meeting you. You know,
Thank you very much.
I had, I had seen you in some interviews, and then somebody had brought up that you were doing these Shenmue meetups, like on Zoom, I believe it was. Is how I heard about it. Like, you would randomly, meet with like fans, and you'd have like Zoom get-togethers. And I didn't know if that was true or not, but then somebody was like, yeah, like he would go into like, Zoom things or something, and you guys would get on video and you guys would chat. And I had, I always obviously knew who you were, and I saw that. I forgot who I was mutual with. I think you had like one mutual friend of mine on Facebook. So I added you, and you added me back, or accepted it. And I remember, like it was yesterday, I was like, I was still very early in my stream career. Remember, I was like a year in is when I met you. I've known you now. I've known you since 2019, because I knew you before Shenmue came out. Remember? Because I called you right when I saw the final trailer where you said Londi face me, which I could say that's like my favorite line. I think it's the most intense line you've ever done, because that whole Londi face me, and it was right at the end of the commercial, and I remember I saw that and I was talking to you about it, and so yeah, I've known you now. We've been friends, going on 5 years, and I was thinking, because I was like, if I want to, I want to meet him on a stream, and I forgot I was talking to about it, and I was like, I will pay, I'd pay for this, like I'd pay to have him on video, and we would do like a stream together while I played Shenmue. And I remember I had just gotten, for Hanukkah, I had just gotten the insert one. My dad got me the insert coin Shenmue jacket. Yeah, so my dad had just got that for me for Hanukkah, and I'm like, if this happens, I'm gonna rock this jacket on stream. So I remember writing out the text like a million times, right? Like, I can't even tell you how many times I wrote out this text before sending it to you. And you were like, sure, when? And the only way I can explain that is it's similar to when I met Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime, because like there's, so it's like childhood when I was a kid, and then from 19 and up was you. So you said sure when, and I'm like, what the fuck? He actually said yes. Like, I didn't know, because I didn't know you were gonna say yes, so like it caught me off guard. And I remember I had to like learn how to use Zoom, and I'm setting up the stream, and like I started posting. Remember, this is before I was decently sized on Twitter, so like I posted it, and then a couple of people in the Shenmue community were like, yeah, we'll retweet it. And I remember waiting
next time
for that moment of like when you were about to join. You know, you had to come in, and I had to have a camera point. I forgot how I had to do it, but I had to have like basically like a camera on you and then a camera on me, and like showing two images. And you were early. You came in early, and I'm like, not only did he show up, but he's early.
You're on a ticket.
That is how I met Zyber. So so you're the reason that I met Zyber, who is one of my oldest mods. You're also the reason I met AOD, because AOD, who's also one of my mods, first game he ever watched me play was Shenmue. So I remember, and it's funny, I still have our stream. It's the only one I've ever highlighted, so I never can lose it. I actually still have our stream together. And you see, I don't know if you've ever met one of your heroes. So I don't know if you can understand what it's like to like ask questions and like
No prize.
It's just.
Bummer. Better
I
luck
just
next
remember.
time.
I don't remember what I asked you, but like, we were just. It was like fourth wall breaking. And to this day, how many years
Hey,
later,
man.
I still get chills thinking about it. By the way, we're in Tomato Mart right now, and I'm trying to use the luck of the Corey Marshall, and it's this dude with
Bro,
the
take it.
sweater who I swear to God hates me because I'm better looking.
No prize.
So yeah, I have not won. But then
Bummer.
again, anyway,
Better
remember what
luck
I
next
told you?
time.
It's not like I'm gonna use this save. I'm gonna do what I told you and play for the first time ever because I've never done it. I'm gonna play the Xbox
Hey, man.
version.
This.
So it's still. But yeah, you just, you know, you
Sure, I'll
mean the
take it.
world to a lot of people, but there's just something. There's just something about you in this game that
No
just
prize.
it makes the world better.
Bummer. Better
You know,
luck next
it's-
time.
I'm in the locker room just a moment. Passing through.
Yeah, Des sent me that picture. She posted
man.
it where you look like a
Yes.
freaking superhero with like your six pack. I'm like, holy crap!
Oh, that
Sure,
was
I'll
actually
take
here
it.
at this gym, actually.
Yeah, she posted that picture. I look just like that
Yeah.
if I
No
wear like a
prize.
bodysuit.
Bummer. Better luck next
You
time.
look like Michael Fassbender in 300. That's who you look like.
Oh. Oh, they did a lot of work to get there.
So what are you doing now? You just finishing up the gym? What are you gonna go
Hey,
do?
man. This.
Actually, I just been, I was on the tread just walking, for a few.
Sure, I'll take it.
I'm in the, locker room right now. I'm gonna pick up my gloves, so I'm gonna do some muscle ups.
Oh wow,
I won.
dude! I just got a fourth prize because of you.
Take your pick, man.
Wow.
Nice, well, what did you get?
I'm gonna do. I mean, I already have the Metal Sonic and the Super Sonic,
Okay, this one.
but you know, I'll do another Super Sonic just to have it in the collection. I'm really excited to see what
Thanks,
if it's
man.
true in Shenmue on actual original Xbox. I'm curious to see what toys and collectibles you start out with, and how much Hong Kong dollars you start out with, because I'm still gonna have to do the lighter
Hey,
trick.
man. This.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna have to do the lighter trick. Anyways,
So I did this on stream.
Sure, I'll
I
take it.
started to. Oh, but you know what? I did it on the PS4 at the time. That was the one I did on stream. I didn't do it on the Xbox.
No prize.
yeah, it's obviously it looks better
Bummer.
remastered.
Better
But
luck
I see.
next
I don't know
time.
if that's true now, because remember, what I'm doing is I'm running it first off on component, but I'm also using. I was telling you, it's a device called a RetroTink, which 5x's the resolution, and then basically
Hey,
it's
man.
like we're
This.
playing it on a CRT, so it could look better. But like I said, I will not. I have never
Sure, I'll take it.
played a Shenmue where your voice was not in it. Like that is my stopping. I won't do it. And that, you know,
No
people are
prize.
like, but you never got to experience Shenmue, and I'm like, but
Bummer.
I never got to.
Better luck
and
next
I go,
time.
you're right, but I wouldn't have been experiencing Shenmue without the voice actor, who, you know, that's who I grew up with. That's who made the game for me. Was
Hey,
the
man.
acting.
This.
You know, it was different. And like you said, what makes it crazy is all the stuff you had to
Sure, I'll
say
take it.
over and over. Over and over and over. And that's why I'm excited to do Shenmue.
Fifth
Oh, I just got a
prize.
fifth prize. You're kind of lucky. I mean, we'll get like a random gotcha. But yeah,
Here you
like
go. Have a good one, man.
it's funny having the original Xbox version, but using it through component, and and you know, getting to experience that through, oh god, I'm so excited.
Thanks,
Remember, and
man.
these component cables, Corey, are no joke. Like they're like weapons. These original Xbox One component cables, I don't know when I got them. It might have been years ago at like a garage sale, but I was going through, because you've seen my studio, you know, I've got like just random stuff. I had to
man.
go and buy an
Yes.
actual Xbox to play it, because I had a copy of it, never had an original Xbox.
Draw a ticket.
So yeah, I'm so excited, and I had that epiphany earlier of being able to do it. I just got another
Prize.
fifth one. God, you're lucky. We're about to run out of money, by the way. When should we stop? Because
Here
you
you
don't want to
go.
know how much money I have
Have a
left.
good
If
one,
I tell
man.
you right now, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna convert it into your favorite currency though, because I know you're a Final Fantasy head. So I'm gonna convert it into Gil. But I'm gonna tell you right now. Hold on.
Thanks, man.
Okay, hold on. You ready for this? I have 1,710 yen left.
Jesus.
That is not a lot of yen, sir.
No.
Okay,
No, it's not.
so we're gonna do one more. We'll do one more. Okay, you know,
Okay.
I knew you were gonna laugh, but what you need to understand is, I have you here, so there should I've gotten two
Hey,
fourth
man.
place,
Yes.
one fourth place and two fifth places. So here we go. This one I have a feeling we're gonna win. We're not
Draw
gonna
a
win,
ticket.
but at least hold on. Wait for it. Okay, this is gonna be a second place. Watch.
No
We lost.
prize.
Oh.
Bummer.
I'm also
Better luck
using.
next time.
Oh yeah, I do have to just talk to you about something. I didn't get to tell you about this, so I want to. We'll talk about it on stream. So Mad Cats had reached out to me, and I had done like a little unboxing video for them, and they wanted me to talk to you about potentially doing like an unboxing video for like an old school Dreamcast Dreampad controller, and then doing an unboxing for like a Cat 5. I got to work out, you know, I just wanted to see if you'd be interested in that before I start working out some pricing on it. Because, like, I explained to them that I could talk to you, and, but yeah, it wouldn't be free. They were like, oh, we can get them, you know, some tech and stuff, and I go, the tech's cool, but, you know, there would need to be some, you mean your Mad Cats, there would need to be some sort of monetary thing to go down. But yeah, are you cool with me working on that and seeing if they're interested? So I mean, it's been a few months, and they said they wanted to get back to me in the new year because obviously their budgets are a little bit tighter during Christmas. So
Yeah. That's interesting. Let me know about it.
yeah, I mean, they, in my opinion, and I'm actually using one right now. The Dreampads, which are the Dreamcast controllers, are my favorite controller for the main fact that it's got the 6 buttons on the front, so you've got your XYZ and then your ABC, so you could essentially use this as a fight pad, no problem. And I'm using the translucent green one right now, which looks gorgeous under the black lights. But yeah, I totally forgot about that Mad Cats thing, because they were like, oh, hit us back up, you know, in April. But yeah, I wanted to see if you were interested in that before, you know. But yeah, it would be paid, obviously, and it would probably be, I'd have to get you I'd order one, like an actual a Mad Catz Dreampad for you to open up, and then I'd have them send you like a Cat 5, which I believe is like one of their newer models, so you can like, you know, because they were interested when I had talked to them about it. But, you know, obviously budget constraints at the end of the year. Isn't this great? There's only like 2 people in here, and we're having like a full-on conversation, and there's no stress. I'm on the couch. I just had I had my food. I had some whole wheat pasta for dinner, and then some honey roasted peanuts, and I'm talking to like my brother while playing Shenmue, and we got a lot done. So, got the letter, got it translated by the lady at the antique shop, Hey, what's up, Zybe? Oh, so you know, Zyber's baby, Paul, he's on baby duty right now, and he's like, this baby's work. He's finally settling down. So yeah, Zyber's probably pissed because like this whole time he's like, my God, Corey's been in here this whole time.
Well, tell him he's got to go back and watch the stream now.
Yeah, buddy. You missed out on some good stuff. He'll rewatch it because we always end up just having like random awesome conversations. So, okay, hold on. So it says call the phone.
We talked about Yu Suzuki and his master storytelling.
He doesn't miss. He doesn't miss. He really doesn't. But yeah, now I want to get that Mad Cats thing done because I think first off, that's awesome. You know who Mad Cats is. You know that they've been around since we were kids, and they make a good product. Like I can't tell you how good this control. Like I had just gotten the green ones. The green ones are kind of hard to find, and I don't know if I'll send you a picture later. So the track lighting in here is like a purple, so it gives off that black light. And the controller is like a fluorescent green. So it's pretty freaking cool. And, you know, I've got the see-through Dreamcast VMU. And then the official Dreamcast Rumble Pack. So it's pretty cool. Wait, hold on. Oh, I have to look on the back of the... Oh, there we go. Okay, so your job, Corey, is to... Actually, I'm just going to type it into chat. I was going to be like, you're going to help me memorize this number so I can call Grandmaster Chen. But we'll take care of this. Okay, here we go. You know, you figured we'd know this number by heart.
I know, I was just going to say, you know, too bad they don't change it every time, so you have to memorize a new number every time.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, you're right. We should have this memorized.
It should be memorized. Can you imagine if I ran out of yen and I couldn't even call from the tobacco shop?
To make a phone call. Like, hold on, I gotta go home and get another stipend from Ine-san before I can make a phone call.
So yeah, so Zyber just asked, okay, hold on. Zyber just asked, how much did you know about Yu Suzuki and Sega before working on the project?
Well, I think, you know, I think you probably remember the story of me and my friend, you know, getting separate systems while my friend ended up getting the Sega system, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, I knew him through the, you know, through his games, right? So, like, and particularly arcade games more, you know, than anything else, you know what I mean? So, and so when they told me who was working on it, obviously, you look up who this person is, and they're like, oh my God, yeah, I've been playing these games for years.
Yeah, it's a different thing. I know that you've always been a Nintendo guy.
Hello? Mother's Earth.
Oh God, it's a
comrade? That was kind of...
Comrades.
That was kind
Father's
of like,
heaven.
you know, just kind of like by default, you know what I mean? My friend said, oh, he was interested
Nine
in the
Dragons.
Sega system. I was like,
Warehouse number
so I'll
8.
get the Nintendo,
Warehouse
we'll
number
be able to
8?
go to each other's
You.
houses and
Who are
play each
you?
other's games.
Isn't this
That
the
was
Chen
such
residence?
a smart idea.
Oops.
That was, I mean...
That's warehouse number 8.
It makes so much sense, and it's funny is if me and you had grown up together, I would have been the guy that had the Sega systems, because
Oh, I know, you totally would have. You totally would have.
yeah. So like I had found out obviously about Yu Suzuki same way because of the arcades, but it really took flight for me personally on the Sega Saturn. That's when the whole entire world opened up for me with Yu Suzuki. You know.
Yeah.
The interviews in '97 about Fighters Megamix and you know his apology that they couldn't get his apology that he couldn't get Virtua Fighter 3 onto the Sega Saturn. And hold on one second. So remember I told you I told you today about the awesome speedrunner I met, that he started playing Shenmue because he had gotten COVID to a similar situation. I remember I told you that. So he's in here right now, and he just told me he speedrun Shenmue 1 and 2. and he's in the stream right
Wow.
now. He just told me, he goes, you know you don't need the first 4 digits, right? I did not know that!
What?
What?
What? I didn't know that.
Wait, hold on. So, all I have to type in is 61 615 647? What?
Wow.
6
God
1.
damn it! I'm still learning stuff to this day.
Oh my god. Yeah, he speedruns these. And okay, so yeah, so all we have to type in is 615647. So yeah, I was telling him the story last night about, you know, about the game, about what Shenmue did and what you did for me, and he goes, I had a similar situation. He had got the game and then a month later got COVID. So he became like a speedrunner. So yeah, Sai, this is, in case you don't know, this is Corey Marshall. This is my brother / best friend. He's the voice that you hear whenever you play Shenmue 1, 2, and 3.
Hey, which version is faster to play, the Japanese version or the English version? Which one can you run through the?
That's a good
Which
question.
one can you run through the dialogue faster?
I wonder that. Oh, I wonder if Sai knows that. That's, hold on.
Because a lot of times people will play, you know, games in other languages because it's faster.
Huh. I'm waiting for his response. That's a good... Well, you figure, isn't Japanese is Japanese a longer language or a shorter language than English?
Well, I mean, it kind of depends, but the thing is that we're not really doing, you know, conversational English as much as you and I would be having a conversation right now, right? I think English in general would be faster. We kind of have a lot of shortcuts and stuff.
Yes, we do. I was going to say that we have a lot of ways. Yeah, like I can literally, yeah, as opposed to saying I want to go to the mall with you later and go pick up some video games, I say, well, yeah, we should hit up the mall and grab some games. Like, yeah, you're right. I can shorten it. It's got its own built-in shorthand.
Yeah, but in Shenmue, yeah, we're still, and the thing is too is that I remember we were kind of constrained to the time limits that were given to us anyway. So sometimes we had to, you know, hasten some of our speech up, and then other times we had to slow it down or even put some pauses in there because the game demanded that we say something within this particular time frame. So I'm not sure if there is an answer if it's faster in Japanese or in English, because when we were dubbing it, I remember we particularly for 1 and 2, we were kind of constrained to these particular time limits that were given to us that were already mapped out in the Japanese version. So like I said, we had to make it either shorter or longer depending sometimes on the
scene,
on the time frame. You know what I'm saying?
So check this out. So your question got answered. So Sai said the US version or Shenmue 1 is fastest. The Japanese version is a little slower. PAL is slower if you aren't on VGA because of the quality of because of the display select screen, and 50 hertz PAL is the slowest possible.
Okay, see, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So yeah, you were right. The English one is the fastest of them. So that's the one you speedrun. He goes no. He goes the U.S. version he goes no U.S. Shenmue. That's why my current world record is on, just because that's my best laser. Cool.
Wow.
Wait, so you're a world record holder in Shenmue? What? We're about to hear some interesting stuff. I mean, he had mentioned he was a speedrunner, and Zyber knows him as well. But he just said WR, which means world record.
Yeah. That's interesting. I've probably seen some of his stuff online because I looked up. You know, obviously, I'll look up the game, and I've seen some people speedrunning it, and I'm sure I've seen his stuff.
He says I have
It's pretty crazy.
I have any world record on all platforms on Shenmue. I don't know what any percentage means. I have any percentage world record. I don't know if that's like special speedrunner talk, or the chat is just because Twitch chat isn't the.
No, yeah, no.
Oh.
Any percentage is, yeah.
It means that, so it's like with skips and stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so it doesn't, you're not, yeah, so you can get through it anyway, yeah, any percentage is fine.
Okay.
That's the world record.
Yeah, so, what was I gonna tell you? Yeah, so it's like 6:52. Wait, so it goes, U.S. Shenmue is the Japanese release. Oh, U.S. Shenmue is the Japanese release with the English dub. Okay. I didn't know. Oh! That's the one, Corey, that has it's the Japanese one, but it has the U.S., I think it has like the U.S. flag behind it. So you can play the Japanese version with your voice.
Yeah, so this is what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, but but that's an official version, which means I can get that, and I can now see the Coke machines.
Yeah, so this is what we were talking about earlier, and I wasn't sure whether you could get that or not, but I guess you can.
Is that one expensive, Zyber, to buy the US version? Also, if you play the US version, is there a Shenmue 2 Japanese version with an English dub? Oh, nope, it's got all the US changes, no Coke. And he goes, it's probably the most expensive. Because probably of the speed running. That would make sense. Oh, I totally forgot to tell you what I bought. So, you remember Ginger Fairy, right? He was your mod.
Yeah, of course.
So, I got the 1-to-1. The first to 4-figure limited edition 350-piece Shenmue statue.
Oh.
He shipped it all the way from England, and then he put a little note in there that says, from a distant land, this statue is now going to another. He basically wrote the whole entire Shenmue thing. So yeah, that's upstairs on the little Shenmue shrine, and it's number 147 out of 350, and it's you on top of the mirror. It's freaking gorgeous, and it came in the box. I have it on display. It's gonna be one of those that, since I'm not upstairs anymore on the stream, it's in the Twitch studio, and I've got the little Choyas that came with the Shenmue 3 Special Edition from Limited Run Games, the Shadow Box, which you signed, the Sword of the Seven Stars, the little Sword of the Seven Stars with the Shenmue 3, that's up there, and then I have a Lego cherry blossom tree that I made, and then I took the 2 GameStop Shenmue 3 mirrors and I put them into there. So it's like a real awesome little Shenmue shrine that I made. But yeah, the detail on that, it's so amazing. It's so amazing. Like, that's one of the things that I would, if I ever come visit you in California, I'd bring it and have you sign that, and then I'd want you to sign, if you wouldn't mind, the Shenmue Yu Suzuki print that I got for Kickstarter, because he signed it, but I would like if you signed that as well.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring it. I was gonna send it to Zyber, but I'd already sent him so much stuff for you to sign for me, and you had already signed the Shenmue cards. You had signed the Shadow box. You had signed the Shenmue 2 box. So, and it's crazy. I was looking at the Shenmue 2 box earlier. It's got you, Liesel, and Eric on it.
Nice. Yeah, I remember. That was a cool box.
Yeah, so, yeah, Zyber is still mad that I didn't show up to it. I hope they do another one. I will be attending if they do another one. I will be attending it.
A friend of mine knows a convention promoter down in Texas, and he said that he could hook me up with that too.
Do you want to?
I was telling him. Well, I was telling him that we should probably wait until there's some like Shenmue 4 news or something like that. And he's like, okay, well, you know, anytime you need, just let me know.
Yeah, if you want to give him my info, I mean, obviously we'd like that. Honestly, that Shenmue buzz with the Times Square was huge. Oh, and Zyber just said, and we need Corey down so he doesn't take back Red Eyes. I'll pay for his flight change if I need to. Yeah, they were, apparently that was like a thing that people wanted to spend more time with you, but the flight constraints were a thing. But you had fun, right, during the event? You were in good accommodations. I was obviously doing as much as I could.
The accommodations were great. Yeah, the place was great. I just said, whatever plane gets me there is fine. And and then I realized they were Red Eyes. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I didn't know about that till just now that they were Red Eyes.
And yeah, I split right away. I didn't get a chance to stay, and I kind of contemplated, asking if I could change the ticket, but I figured, well, they've already paid for the ticket and everything, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. I just wanted to kind of hang with the fans a little bit more, but and it would have been cool to hang out with Eric and Lisa, of course, a little bit more, because they're great people.
Yeah, well, I remember your knee was hurt, and Zyber said you guys did hang out for a little bit at the bar, and you said he said it was still great that he got to meet you.
Awesome. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, I just wish I got a chance to spend more time. Yeah, that was right when I tore my meniscus.
Turning around in your freaking house to grab something.
I have to be sure not to waste
yeah,
this.
that's just it. I had forgotten something, and I was like, oh, I forgot whatever. Don't even remember what it was, because it wasn't even all that important, and I tore my meniscus. Of all the things that I've done.
Yep, that's what I was saying. A professional dancer, a professional martial artist, stage crew, stuntman, and you literally turned around. I think it was your keys or your wallet. I think it was your wallet. It was something, and you turned around. And I remember, you were like, you were like worried about the plane, and I'm glad that they had you sitting. And I was making sure, because remember, I had to make sure that you had water, and that your booth was stocked, and and Zyber was great because he sent your cards out. That limited run game sent to me, which was awesome. I just don't like giving people your address. I much rather them have my address. If anybody's gonna be kidnapped, I'd much rather it be me than you. So. Yeah, but those cards were from limited run games. Like Josh went and found those for you because he's one of your biggest fans. Like he is a Dreamcast fanatic and a Shenmue fanatic. Like he's done like so much Shenmue 3 stuff. Oh my god, he's like, I'm already on my way to his place. Just kidding, or am I? I don't know, man. Corey's built like a fucking Spartan. I don't know how that panned out for you. It's like that meme from Terrifier when they hear a noise and then the Terrifier, the clown, starts to smile when he realizes somebody's in his house. I think Corey's just waiting for it. Just waiting for somebody. Please show up. We all want it.
I keep my doors unlocked.
I keep my doors unlocked. Yeah, everybody just wants Shenmue 4 already. We're going on 5 years now.
Oh, man. Really?
Well, you technically started in, 2017?
Yeah, it's funny, like, occasionally my phone will bring up photos from that time, and there's pictures of young Katana in the studio doing some Shenmue 3 work.
I can't believe that she's done more voice lines than you. That was one of the best burns I've ever heard in my life, where I had her on and she goes, he just needs to step up his game. I was like, holy shit, Shots fired. That was, and it was like, she didn't miss a beat. Like it was just, it's like the gun was already loaded. Like it was already chambered. She was just ready to say it. I was like, ooh. Yeah. But yeah, this Times Square thing was pretty big. Apparently it was up for 16 seconds in Times Square because they had to buy it. Did you know about it ahead of time, or did you find out after the fact?
I found out actually afterwards, yeah. Funnily enough, I did not know about it until it happened, and I was like, oh, wow, nice, you know?
Yeah, because you would have advertised it on your Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, I've known about some of the other things that they've done in the past in advance. But yeah, this for some reason, this particular time, I just didn't know about it until it already happened.
Yeah, I mean, the pressure of getting Shenmue 4 out there, and I think it's, you know, I know that Matt and them over at Shenmue Dojo had just done an interview with Yu Suzuki. And, you know, that question is always asked, and I believe he didn't say yes or no, but he didn't also say yes or no.
Oh,
he didn't, you know, he didn't deny that it was happening.
Would you know where a warehouse number 8 is?
It just needs to happen
Is it
already.
the 8th
you know?
warehouse?
I don't know.
Then it's
From
hard
what
to
I've
say.
read, because remember, I never
Having the
finished
phone
Shenmue
number
3. I'm
might
going
help.
to now because
already
I
know
think
the
it would
phone
be
number, but-
going through Shenmue 1,
well,
2,
in that
and then
case, why don't you look
playing
up the
Shenmue
address
3.
from the phone
I think it's going to be
number?
even worse for me
Check in
now
your
because,
phone book
from what
at
I
home.
understand, this is another
That's a
one that
good
ends on a
idea.
cliffhanger.
And thank you.
From what I understand.
Well, yeah.
So,
Yeah, we you know, I know you haven't finished it yet, so of course I won't say anything. And of course, for anybody who might be listening or watching, yeah, we find out even more information at the end of Shenmue 3. Some things that we weren't really aware of. We have some characters that get introduced. We kind of find out some more about, you know, Landy and everything else, and yeah, of course, we end up on a cliffhanger. It's definitely set up for Shenmue 4. I mean, for sure.
Zyber's yelling, tell him the spoilers, tell him everything. And then Cy just puts like a... Corey won't spoil it. I've tried. So I'm just going to say this, and I bring this up, you know, whenever I'm in here. Corey also has something very rare, and he's never told me what it is. That was given. Now, I'm not going to ask you what it is, obviously, because I know that you signed NDAs, and just answer me this. Was Yu Suzuki...
Is it Shenmue 4?
No, is it... Well...
I already have an advanced copy of it.
That was going to be my second guess, but my question is, after you signed all the NDAs, was it a Sega rep that presented it to you, or was it somebody that was directly working for Yu Suzuki that presented it to you? That's all I want to know.
No, it's actually through Sega. Yeah, it was through Sega. Yeah, people who I worked on Sega. Yeah, so not exactly through Yu Suzuki himself, but it's how can I say this?
And I'm obviously not asking to divulge anything because I know, trust me, after I had to sign the NDAs when I helped you when you did the Sega sale and then the Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown for Liesl and Eric, having to read through that NDA and realizing how scary NDAs are, I would never ask, but, you know.
Yeah, you know, I went through a really scary NDA just recently. Yeah, some of them can be really, really intense. But, you know, like, you know, just the one with Shenmue, you know, I think there's a lot of respect involved as well, you know what I mean, between
Hi, Hirata-san.
the creators and me.
Ah,
and
hi
everything
there,
else.
yo.
You know, there's that, but, so
Do you know
yeah,
where
it was-
warehouse
it was-
number
it
8
was-
is?
What?
It was
Firehouse number 8?
by the folks
No,
over
warehouse
at
number 8.
Sega,
Hmm.
and yeah, give it to me.
Don't
I get
believe I've
Okay,
ever
you could say
heard
that,
of it
and
before.
okay, so this was like a
I
one.
have the
Okay, so
phone
this was
number,
like a
but-
big one of. Okay,
Well,
that's all I'm gonna ask.
Why don't you
That's all I'm
try
gonna ask,
looking
because
in the
It's
phone book?
basically
The
it's a
address
few
might be
items that are
listed.
one of one.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Oh my God! So okay, so they're one of ones. Holy shit! Okay, so hold on. So the thing about NDAs is that apparently in courts, they're determining if they're even legal to defend. So don't worry, Corey. If you're in America, tell us all about it.
Yeah, sure.
Wow! Wow!
I'll take that gamble.
Wow! That felt. He's trying to get Ryozuki arrested.
I should talk to some more people.
He's trying to.
All right, can I tell you something? I saw a story just recently of a guy. I saw a video of a guy who broke an NDA, and basically one thing, the thing that he did was pretty bad. He was selling information about
You're
a
looking
client
good.
that he was
I'm
protecting.
always chilling. If you ever need help, just ask me, okay?
Selling information to
Thanks.
tabloids and stuff like that. Right?
Oh my God.
This happened back in
Tom.
1996.
Hey, Rio.
How's everything?
And he
Yeah,
is
I'm
still
always groovy,
paying
man.
to
If I
this
move,
day
more customers may come.
Wow.
out of
Yeah,
every
sure.
single
Keep it
paycheck
grooving,
he
man.
makes because he got sued from violating his NDA.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
and he was talking about how much pain and how much how much it's cost him throughout his entire career, that it's followed him to this day, that he's still paying it. I just, oh my God, I can only imagine.
and Corey Zyber just said, "Oh, the times are changing." He's tried so hard. I mean, let's be honest here. They made a whole entire game about Japanese law. It's called Judgment. So obviously, we're in a light. Obviously, they are still very serious about their. I mean, that NDA I had to sign when for the Virtua Fighter Ultimate Showdown stuff was
61.
nuts, Corey.
61.
Like, they were like, and then. Like, I had to get it over to Lisa, I had to get it over to Eric.
61.
And I'm
It's an
reading it,
Amihama.
and I'm like, this is fucking. So I'm like, this is fucking terrifying. This is. They're talking about like garnishing
talk
my
to some more
wages.
Yeah. So I once had to sign an NDA. It wasn't for Schindler, it was for something else. That I had to sit in front of a computer where I was being video recorded while reading all of the information, while listening to videos, and watching while watching
Excuse me?
videos of
Yes?
people who had violated some
Which
of
way
these
is
NDAs.
Amihama?
And it took
Amihama?
me,
That's the harbor.
how long did it take me? I
Harbor.
think it took me 2
I
hours to go
haven't
through all
gone
of the
there in a
materials.
while,
The biggest
but
NDA that I've ever
if
signed.
That's
you
crazy.
turn right onto
This
the
wasn't for
main
Schindler, it was for
street,
something else.
there's a
And,
bus that goes there.
And yeah, we had to go through pages and pages and pages and pages. And yeah, it was like crazy. And I tell you what, if you weren't scared shitless by the end of this, signing process, then I don't know, you're a psychopath or something. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
It was like a 20-page NDA, and they were saying that if we sue you and you don't have enough money to pay us for what we sue you for, we will take things from you. I'm like, they're gonna try to repossess my Virtua Fighter 3 arcade machine. It's some bullshit.
your house, your computer, your car, whatever.
Can you imagine like them take back their own arcade? Like,
They're like, oh yeah, we remember that. That's ours again.
oh my god, that would be terrible. Yeah, so yeah, but yeah, Zyber's really trying. He is I still can't believe that you sent me the yen, that I still use the yen that I use for my not one but two arcades now to play arcades on, the yen that you had from Japan when you were there. Like that, yeah, that was an awesome, yeah, that was awesome. You can't even find yen, by the way, anywhere. Like, yen is so hard to find in coin form in the US.
Huh.
Like, I went to the bank, they looked at me like I was crazy.
I guess you gotta know somebody, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to the harbor now. Making it happen. Because Oh, disc 1 complete.
Oh, that's right. Once you start to go to the harbor, your disc 1 is complete. That's right.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Disc 1 complete. I'm always worried about doing this because like I don't know. I'm always like worried about the game save, you know, from disc 1 to disc 2. So I'm like always terrified that it's gonna end up being a thing.
You're good. You'll still have your 500 yen left.
Oh my god. Hey, it's first off, it's 1240. I need you to stop undercutting me. That was a little like that was mean. That was like here I am blowing your inheritance on things, and you know it's just I was trying to win you a boombox for your room. Like I'm trying to win you something that I don't even get to take with me. Like that's what gets me is you don't even get to take it. Oh my god.
It'd be pretty sweet if you were running around the streets and just
Oh my god, like big what's his name? Big Z from Shenmue 2.
and then you have your own soundtrack. Like you'd put in a tape, of course, that you buy. You would put in a tape that you buy at the convenience store, and you'd be like, all right, this is our fighting music. And you put in like Eye of the Tiger or something like that.
So it's 11/36, December 8th, 1986, and tomorrow in Shenmue is my birthday. Oh, thank you. They're all congratulating me on my second disc. This is where I start to make all my money because I'm forklift certified. So, fun fact: you remember when you sent me the yen? You know how in Shenmue, when you're in Shenmue 3, when you're driving around the arcade machines in the forklift? That's the arcade I have. I have the newer version of that. It's called the new Astro City Cab. That's the one I have. So, the things that you're driving, the things that you're picking up in a game that you're voicing, you gave me yen from the second version of that game that you were recording while you were in Japan, and I used those yen to play an actual arcade of the one that you're forklifting. Talk about fourth wall break.
Sweet. Nice.
Wait, how long have we been going? I think I might have to call. Oh my god, it's late. I should call it now.
That might be good. That might be a good place to call it, right there at second desk.
Are you still at the gym?
Yeah, I haven't done my my muscle ups yet.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Oh no, I'll let you go.
No,
Go
that's
do.
all right. Oh no, I've been enjoying our conversation. People are kind of looking at me a little weird though.
They're just like, what's he talking about? What is Shenmue?
I said hand over all your money.
What is Shenmue? Oh, we're running into Goro.
I don't have no more. Please.
Here's your boy. Here's your boy, Corey. Goro.
No more. Don't mess
Yo,
with me.
bro.
Stop it! And just who
Man.
are you? Don't you
Goro
know that
is great.
blackmail
I
is
love his
way
hairdo.
uncool? Thinks you stop it?
Here
You
it comes, here it
Hazuki
comes.
from Suka High.
It's like an Elvis look, right?
Yeah. So what?
Yeah, he's got that bouffant.
Is that what it's called?
I ain't afraid of him.
Yeah.
I could take this geek.
A bouffant. Oh my god, I learn something new every day.
You're no match for me. Hurrah!
Oh my god, I missed twice.
Way to go, bro.
Oh my, I just got beat up by Goro. I'm not gonna lie to you, Corey.
Oh man.
He just did 3
You know what?
headbutts
You
to
gotta-
me.
Oh man,
Stop it.
You gotta start that.
And
disc
just
over.
who are
you? Can't start like that.
Don't you know that blackmail
Dude,
is way
that
uncool?
was so
Thinks you
bad.
stop it.
That was he did like
You Hazuki from
a
Suka
Jeffrey
High.
move to me.
Yeah. So what?
Well, you know, people don't really realize that he's actually got
I
an
ain't
iron
afraid of him.
anvil
I
underneath
can
that
take
hair.
this
That's
geek.
what I'm thinking, because like 3 hits and I was down.
Yeah, that's an anvil to the face right there.
I like how the other guy runs off because he
you,
remembers
wait.
what happened.
Damn. Think you can make a fool out of me, asshole?
Got it. Got it on the first try. I can't back that up. So, yeah, I think that's the first time that... I just noticed that. That's the first time that they... Oh, shit.
So this is the famous Ryo Hazuki.
Oops.
Oh, how
Got it. So this is the first time that they mention what high school Ryo goes to. Suka High.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
pretty
cool, man.
tough after all.
Still haven't watched that anime.
I have a question.
I haven't watched it.
Well, it's not for everybody.
No, still haven't
What
watched
is
it. No interest.
Warehouse number 8?
Yeah.
Where is it?
You know, some people like it.
Yeah. Down this street, there's a new warehouse district. Turn right, and number 8 should be there.
What I'm
So it's
interested
straight
in
and to
is
the right.
Shenmue 4.
That's it.
That's what I'm
Well,
interested in.
Time for us to go.
Like, can you imagine if you get a call? Like, I mean, it would have to. Yeah, like it would have to be similar to like. Oh, can you imagine a world where Shenmue 4 happens and Corey receives a call? The call that changed the world as we know it. In a world where you look for saviors. I still think that we should get. I still think we should get the matching my next tattoo I'm getting is the Mad Angels tattoo. That's graffitied on the warehouse. I'm getting that. Like I'm getting that done.
No way.
Yes. I already have the Phoenix and the Dragon on the top of my neck, and I'm getting that done. It's happening.
Wow.
I mean,
Okay.
think about it.
So, are you saying that my first tattoo has to be a Mad Angels tattoo? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that we should get best friend matching tattoos, and we'll just say that Ryozuki was like a sleeper agent and actually killed Mark's brother for the Mad Angels. Oh my god, that would be so dark.
Man, this is some fan fiction that's going in a dark area.
The fact that Mark, I just ran by him, the fact that Mark is like looking out into the ocean knowing that his brother is in there is like crazy, because he alludes to his brother being like killed. I would have went back to America. Poor Mark. That and what's
Well, you know, it's rough when you've already got a job and you know maybe he's got an ex back in America that he just really doesn't want to see again. You know how that goes. She's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
She's crazy.
Also, if he would have went back to America, we would. It's hard on the streets. Also, remember, if he would have went back and we wouldn't have seen. And I don't know if he would have been on the 5 Americans poster in the hotel room in Shenmue 3. Remember the 5 Americans?
Yeah, of course not. Yeah. Well,
I still wish I would have
no,
had.
we would have seen him there.
Yeah, the 5 Americans. I'm so mad that I didn't have the extra money. It was like an extra like $300, and I could have put a quote into the guest book.
Yeah, that guest book was pretty awesome. I remember finding that the first time and reading through it. That was really cool. I really liked that a lot, actually.
Yeah, like the one guy that I found that I actually found him on Twitter, and he wrote that my grandfather got me in the video games and got me Shenmue, and it's because of him that I started playing video games, and I'll love him forever. Yeah, it was amazing. And like, yeah, he wrote that, and he was talking about how his grandfather got him into video games and how he loves Shenmue because of that. Yeah, there was some really cool stuff in there.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice reading through that. I love those stories. You know what I mean?
And it's funny too, like you had to pay money, you know, to be like on a pachinko machine and stuff, and think like you got to be you're in the game, like it's you. Like people paid money to be in like the lucky hits. Like you paid for that. Like that was like, yeah, like in the little museum, the Yu Suzuki Museum. Like yeah, like that was all kickstarting. Like that was all different tiers of Kickstarter to be in the game, to be like an NPC in the game. Like that's so amazing that people spent that to be in it. I spent $300, and that included the special phone card where you got to hear Liesl's voice.
Oh, yeah.
You got to hear Joy. And you got to hear Gui Zhang, which obviously at that point it wasn't voiced by Eric. But yeah, you called Ine-san. You talked to Fukuhara-san. But honestly, the Kickstarter jacket, the black jacket in Shenmue 3, I love that one. And then the bomber jacket is amazing too in the collector's edition. And then my name's in the credits, so you know that's amazing as well. To be part of that.
I don't say you're part of Shenmue.
Yeah. But anyway, all right, everyone. Well, I'm gonna go now.
After getting knocked out by the Buffon.
Yeah, dude, that was bad. Like, he did. Yeah, like that was bad. Like I lost, and then it was, you know, that second part of the QTE, where like you have like one more time before you can actually, if it screws up. I almost screwed that one up because, you know, I wasn't, you know, girls got them fast hands. But yeah, I figured I did the gym today, did the gym yesterday. I'll do my push-ups and my curls tomorrow, and then I'll do like my normal, you know, do my normal work, and then I'm gonna do more Shenmue tomorrow, because Disc 2, you know, the warehouse is where, in my opinion, where the game, like, it starts to open up a little bit more. You know, it's where I get back some of my money so I can go and try to win stuff. Yeah, I'm excited. But yeah, hold on one sec, Corey. I'm just gonna... Alright, well, thank you everybody that watched. Thank you to AOD for modding. Thank you to Sai for hanging out. I really hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know most of it was me talking to my best friend, but I'm really glad that you guys got to like experience my ADD and then talking, you know, to Corey, who, you know, is part of this universe, is the center of the Shenmue universe. So thank you for everybody that watched. I'll check you guys out all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your night and have a great Friday.